I'm so scattered brain right now. I'm so sorry. Okay, focus. Hey guys, it's Caroline. Welcome back to Daily Diabetics. This week's theme is the pros and cons of the pump we're on, of taking shots, or of a CGM, whether that's Dexcom, Libre, etc. So I am on the Omnipod, and I'm going to be talking about my favorite and least favorite things about it. I normally wear mine on my stomach, so there it is right there. I have worn it on my back, my stomach obviously, and a little higher. My sides, the back of your arms. I've tried it on my thighs, but personally for me, it's not my favorite spot. This is actually my second time filming this video because the first one I didn't really like. So let me, I was gonna check my blood sugar right now again for you, but I'm currently taking insulin. Let me see if it'll let me. Yeah, I currently have insulin on board because I ate a bagel. But my blood sugar is 157. So yeah. Anyways, back to the Omnipod. I have been on the Omnipod for 3 or 4 years, I want to say. And before that, I was on the One Touch Ping. So as you can tell by the Omnipod, it is tubeless. And as far as I know, it is the only tubeless pump on the market. I'm sure there are some in the making because it's super popular for being tubeless. And that's something I find really handy because I'm a competitive swimmer and I have swam ever since I was 3. So I was diagnosed when I was 7. So I've been swimming pretty much my entire life, even through my diagnosis. And so having that tube pump when I was on the One Touch, it was, the tube didn't faze me until it came time for swimming and showering, because you'd have to suspend the insulin. So you'd have to stop the insulin and take it out, because the little site, you can click it in and click it out of the site on your stomach or wherever you choose to put it. And suspend it. So I'd have to do that for practice. And then after practice, I'd fight super high numbers because I went without insulin. Or even in the shower, not necessarily the shower as much as swimming, but then meets. So like at meets, I'd have to suspend it every time I swam. And at a swim meet, you're swimming a lot of the time. So I went a lot of time without insulin. And then again, I faced a high. So switching to the Omnipod has been super helpful because unless I suspend my insulin, I'm out of insulin or something like that. Unless that happens, I always have insulin running through me, and I don't, like, even at practice, I don't have to stop my insulin. Unless I'm low, I will. So that's super helpful, and obviously that's a main reason why a lot of people pick the Omnipod, is because it's tubeless. However, tubing doesn't faze me unless it's swimming. I love the look of when people wear their pump on their hip, their tubed pump on their hip. I really do miss that, and I wish I could have that. Towards the end of 2018, I was really set on switching pumps. And I was looking at the Medtronic 670G, I believe it is, because I really do want a pump so I can wear it on my hip. I can take pictures and I can show it off. The Omnipod, I can't really show it off unless I wear it on the back of my arms. And personally, the back of my arms aren't my favorite spot because I'll run into door frames or hit the lane line. And for me, it's just not convenient. My stomach is the most convenient. But I do love the Omnipod. It's great. I've been on it, like I said, I think 3 or 4 years. I think the end of this year will be my 4th year because that's when my warranty is up. So if I were to switch pumps, that would be my time to do it. A lot of people, when they're looking into getting a pump or switching a pump, when they hear about the Omnipod, they hear a lot about the site failures, the long sound it will give you, the occlusion is detected. Whatever that one word is, the occlusion, the failure, out of insulin, other reasons that I can't really think of, but really if I'm just out of insulin, it'll go until you hit okay on your monitor. And that's something I'll get to, is the monitor and the pump. I'm so scattered brain right now. I'm so sorry. Okay. I haven't had problems with the failures except for last year. There was like a good 2 weeks, I feel like, where it was just failure after failure, and it was super frustrating. And it could have been the box of pods I have were expired. It could have been my insulin. It could have just been a coincidence that they all failed. I don't know. But that was really the only time I really struggled with them failing. But other than that, they don't fail often. One thing I did notice is last year, maybe 2 years ago, we went to the beach for vacation, and every time I went in the ocean, the salt water, my pump would fail. And I have a pool in my backyard and it's mainly salt water, and here and there my pump will fail. And not all the time, but sometimes my Omnipod will fail in salt water. And if you've had this problem, let me know in the comments, because I'm super interested to see if it's just me or if it is the salt water, which I'm pretty sure it is the salt water. My pool is not so much, it doesn't in my pool it doesn't fail as often, but in the ocean it's like failure after failure after failure, which was super inconvenient. And I would have done shots, but I didn't have my syringe with me, so I was like changing my pump a lot. But with that, I know a thing Lindsay talked about is being able to take the insulin out of your pump. The Omnipod, you can take the insulin out if it does fail, so you're not wasting insulin. Pretty much the place you put insulin in the Omnipod is the place you will take the insulin out. So that is there if necessary. Another thing I know that people question when looking into the Omnipod is the bulkiness. And when you're looking at it, you're like, oh, that's bulky, that's heavy. Not gonna lie, and I'm not just saying this, I forget it's there. Like, I truly do forget it's there. I sleep fine with it on my stomach, on my back, on my arms, whatever. It's just like having any other pump. It's just closer and tighter to you. This, I feel like they did redo it a little bit. It's getting smaller over the years, but it's really like, sure, it sticks off my skin, but it's not bad at all. This is really bothering me, sorry. But it's not bad at all. And it's not that heavy. Like I said, I forget it's there. It's super convenient for me. It is not as bulky as you think it is. If you have an Omnipod, you can probably agree with me. But if you're looking into getting an Omnipod, I promise it's not as bad as you think. And then another thing that's I think is a pro about it is when you have a tubed pump, it's on your hip. You go to the bathroom, you pull your pants down, your pump clip falls off, and you're dangling by a tube. You don't have that problem with the Omnipod. I was looking into getting the Medtronic 670G towards the end of last year, and the reason is because I love the look of having a pump on your hip. My Omnipod, I can't show it off as much, but with like tubed pumps, you can pop them on your hip, and I love the style and the look of that, and I really truly do miss that. But I don't miss that pulling your pants down and dangling by a tube, or randomly just coming off and dangling by a tube. The Omnipod, you don't have that problem. I was going to talk about the PDM, which is just the monitor that you test your blood sugar on and take the insulin from. If you want to take insulin with and through the Omnipod, you have to have your PDM. There's no other way you can take insulin. One thing I do miss about having a tube pump is looking at it and having the time on your pump. Like, I can't look at my Omnipod and see the time. I'd have to go to this. That's super convenient. Well, not the Omnipod, but tubed pumps, it's convenient to look down and see the time and see the date, whereas the Omnipod, I don't get that. Like I said, you have to go on here, you test your blood sugar on here, take insulin on here, your basal rates are on here, everything is on here. So this is pretty necessary if you're gonna get the Omnipod, and it comes with the Omnipod, obviously. I don't regret switching to the Omnipod, and like I said, I'm looking to get another pump sometime soon. And that's not because I don't like the Omnipod, it's simply because I'm ready for a change, and that's the only reason I switched pumps last time. Like, I don't know if I said it in this video or not. Like I said, this is like my third time filming this video, but my warranty for my Omnipod, I'm pretty sure, is up at the end of this year. And I don't think, unless they come out with the pump between now and then, I don't think I'm gonna switch, only because, like I said, swimming in Omnipod, it's the most convenient thing. But I don't know, I really do miss having that tubed pump on my hip. That look, I don't know why I'm in love with it. But yeah, I'm so sorry this video, my brain is scatterbrained, yeah. My thoughts are crazy. Hopefully I got that out straight and clearly and you understood. If you have any questions about the Omnipod, leave them in the description below. The comments below, description, same thing, close enough. If you have comments about other pumps or know anything about the Medtronic 670G, let me know. If you've had problems with the Omnipod and salt water, let me know too, because I'm super curious about that, and that's just something like that I've just noticed. I don't really know. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Bye.